third country national is a term commonly used in the Czech immigration. And because not everyone knows exactly what it means, I decided to make it clear because it's important. So generally, there is the EU. Most of you probably can imagine what the EU is. That's a group of countries sharing the same rules and same politics and sharing basically almost no borders for nothing, for traveling, for goods and everything. So that's the EU. That's clear. But then there are also countries which are not EU, but they behave as if they were EU. That's, for example, Norway, Switzerland, and similar countries which are not officially members of the EU, but they accepted and implemented most of their policies, and they are considered or they use the same rights and obligations as EU citizens. And then everyone else who's not from these countries, so EU plus these, like acting like EU countries, those are considered third country nationals. So, for example, all Americans, Indians, Australians, Pakistanis, Zimbabweans, South Africans, everyone basically outside of the EU, and these couple countries acting as EU. So for most visa processes, the third country nationals have the most complicated rules because the EU has some policy about like letting people in from outside of the EU. So for third countries nationals, that's why you need to go through all the visas, residence permits, all this. There is a group of third country nationals which has it easier to get a Czech visa or residence permit, and that's if they're related to some EU or the acting as EU countries family members. So let's say if you are an Indian but you have a Czech wife, or if you're an American but you have a Slovak girlfriend living in the Czech Republic, or similar combinations, Russian girl and French living in the Czech Republic. So in that case, you are still the French, the Russian, American, Indian, you are still considered third country nationals, but all the rules are easier for you, and they are very, very different because you are related to an EU citizen. So that's very important, or that's why it's very important to know the difference between EU citizens and third country nationals, because there are different rules, and also if the couple is mixed somehow, or not only couple as a loving couple, but also like families, like kids and adults, or adults like parents in some cases. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hopefully this made it clear. If not, I'm sorry. It's 1 o'clock at night. My brain is not like working properly today. So see you. This was probably the worst live stream I've ever done. Sorry, guys. Good night.